Paul, it's Stella. It's so nice to see you.
Hi, nice to meet you, Stella. This is Paul.
I love it. I mean, I already feel like I know you.
I know you.
I'm a huge fan of yours, but one of my main inspirations to see you today is obviously my sons, Miller and Beckett, are huge Manchester United fans, and they're massive fans.
I'm so happy. It's very nice to meet you. It's incredible for me, like to see an icon like you to like be a fan of me. I would never imagine that, and for your kids and everything. So it makes me really, really happy in this quarantine, in this difficult moment. So
tell me about that. I know you said you'd been injured for a while, and you're also probably missing football.
I really do. So I've been injured for more than 5 months. So proper injured, no football. I've been in the cast. So I've been training by myself for like probably 7 months. And when I was going back to the pitch, just the problem arrived. So Corona. So we had to stop everything. So since now I've been here in quarantine, been in the house working. I made a little pitch in my house, a football pitch, so I can train. It's like a small, like a mini football pitch where I just now play with my son as well. We're just playing inside. We're just going there, and there's ball everywhere, and you play. With my wife, sometimes we do yoga, stretching.
Yeah. How do you get motivated in isolation then, Paul? How do you make yourself train in isolation?
I have goals, so I think you do have goals too. And I've been injured for like 7 to 8 months, so I'm more hungry, I want to come back and obviously do great. I've been missing a lot of games, and I want to be the best, obviously. So when I will come back, I want to be the best. When I'm at home, there's no excuse.
So wait a minute, I need to stop you there, Paul. Will you do some personal Zoom training workouts with me then? Can I at least get that out of this adidas conversation? Because I'm not motivated. I know you're interested in fashion and style, so we can do a swap. You can get me fit, and I'll teach you how to design and create a brand.
Perfect. Deal done.
So talk to me about how you're kind of creating your own brand and things like that. Talk to me about how do you get time to do that? Like now, I guess. You've designed an entire collection now?
Since I'm young, I always like to have my different pair of boots of everyone else. I don't want to have the same colors as everyone, and I want to have my own boots. I started making my first boots, black and gold. Black, you can wear everything with black. So, and the gold, I love gold.
Yeah.
It's like precious and stuff. So we started like this and started making my first collection. That's the first one with adidas with the PP. Is like, it's a dark color. I don't know if you can see it. And he had my city where I'm from, where I grew up, Roissy in Paris. So it reminds he has a story behind it. So where I come from, I just took one that I really love. It's like black as well, black and red. We made like a sport, like for basketball.
Cool.
Basketball, and that was
you play basketball as well?
I love basketball.
How is it? Talk to me about your interest in fashion. How long? Always? Because you're a stylish guy. I see what you do. How does it affect how you play too? When I worked with I collaborated with Adidas on the 2012 London Olympic Games, and then again on the Brazil Games. And the first question I asked of all of the athletes in all the different disciplines was, does how you feel and how you look affect how you perform?
Your personality comes out a lot on the pitch, I think. And when you have a big personality, you will keep like having a eye on this guy out of 22 players, So it's something that comes out, I think. It's something that the person has it or he doesn't have it. Fashion is like this personality with the thing that we wear. It will be me. That's Paul Pogba. Then when you see the guy, it's like, oh, this is Paul Pogba style. You can see that it's him. When he comes in the room, that's him. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I get it. When you're just living your life and you wear what you want to wear, it's reflecting who you are, your personality, how you feel. it's psychological too. I design with that in mind. I totally agree. When did your interest in fashion start?
I think it started with my mother. All the fashion things is my mother's side. This is for sure. So I was young, and my mother always used to come and ask me, which dress should I wear? Which dress?
Oh.
And I go, okay, this one. And she dressed, and like she put yellow, purple, and like flashy colors.
So I think it's just in the family. And since I'm young, since I'm like 12, 13, I always put like blonde. I had blonde and design on my head and stuff. So I used to watch the video clips of America. You just look at the styles and you're like, oh, I want to dress like them. I just love the style, you know. I always love fashion. Fashion will always be there, I think. Fashion and music, sport, all this is like combined together, and fashion will never die. And we need, we really do need people like you in the world, like to keep us happy. Because when you dress good, you feel happy, you feel good.
Well, but it's interesting, right? How fashion and sport, it's funny for me. There's a bit of a similarity for me in that obviously I grew up in stadiums I grew up in them on the road. So I understand that, like, watching must be crazy what you do. I don't even know how you do what you do. It's so cool.
I will say exactly the same with you. I would say exactly the same with you, because like you say it like, oh, it's crazy, it's amazing how you do with the pressure, with a lot of people, but what you do, you have to think by yourself most of the time. You think by yourself, you do things by yourself, and you decide. And we are like 11 to decide sometimes. I mean, everything is on you, and it's a lot of pressure, but you can handle that.
It's a team, like I'm in a team sport, but I'm alone too, because I'm kind of the face of it. It's crazy. It's really nice to talk to you actually, because there are similarities. You know, it's funny how you started saying that you think that fashion is a reflection of who you are and your personality. My career really very early on, when I started my own brand, became about sustainability, about trying to be good in business. And then out of that built, funny that I need to get you one of these, Paul. We made 50 of these. Cool. I don't know if you saw these.
It looks so cool.
And it is so cool.
How do you come up with all this? How can you
I'm
think?
A genius. I mean, you know I'm a genius, right?
You are.
We established that.
You are.
But this is an amazing tech company that I work with, because through my interest in being more sustainable, I've learned a lot about tech companies. So I go out to San Francisco and I go and all the tech companies where they're growing meat, or they're trying to grow leather in labs, or they're trying to, and there's so much waste. So fast fashion, every single second, there's a truckload of fast fashion is either buried or burnt. So these guys, we can make it, you can take the waste and make it into a product. So,
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you, I know I've heard and you do a lot of things for the nature, like charity.
I do. I have a foundation I started like a year ago. I do lingerie. I do my Stella McCartney lingerie, and I love lingerie for many, many reasons. And then one day, a friend of mine had a double mastectomy. So I designed a double mastectomy bra, and completely organic and beautiful. Like I made it in beautiful lace and really feminized it as much as I could, because obviously it's a technical product, to support somebody having a very serious operation. So there's a cancer side to the charity, and we launched that last year, and we launched it on these female boxers, all these women that had cancer, and I'm really proud of what we did together, actually. That's amazing to be part of that with me.
That's amazing.
What about you?
I have a foundation, the Pogba Foundation. So I'm myself with my brothers. So we wanted to help, like in Africa, for the countries they don't have water, just to help them to have water. People that die from famine, they don't have food, so just give them food. I know I have people that I know, my mother that helps me to organize some things during the year, so we can do this every year. Just create this for them.
I mean, also when you have the kind of success and the profile and the opportunity to give people information like you have a platform to just bring awareness to.
Exactly, I think it's exactly this what you said, and we have the chance to have this visual power, I would say, so people can see through you and it can go worldwide, and it can help so many people. I want to thank you again for this time, amazing time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And it was very inspiring for me. I learned so much today.
Oh, likewise.
And, I really hope to see you again.
Paul, from my point of view, it's lovely to say your name because I'm used to saying your name, obviously, because my dad shares your name. But it's a good one. Amazing. It's a good name. And I look forward to, we have a lot to do now. Out of this call, we have more on our list to do together. And I'll do your boots. They might have to be vegan though. We have to test some vegan football boots.
We can do Stella McCartney, Pogba boots. You hear Adidas? Do you hear me? You hear
We're
me?
done.
They're here. Amazing.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, Adidas.